Good morning, I'm Hathor, and it's tea time. Now, I have been trying to do this tea leaf reading all very morning, and it has just been too busy. I got a call from my sister, and I had to feed the goats and the chickens and the kids, and it's actually technically lunchtime right now, but it's still before noon. So it's going to take a little bit of time for me to drink this tea. So in the meantime, I'm going to shuffle some oracle cards and see what messages I have today, and perhaps this will be entertaining, insightful, or useful to you in some way. This is the Divine Feminine Oracle. I very much enjoy it when I need a boost of inspiration. Kali Ma. The Mother of the Universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time that I be the truth of who I am. Perfection. I love Kali Ma. That makes me so that makes me so happy. Anybody else? Who else do we have today? Oh, why hello, we got two here. Brigid, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. And Sekhmet. The Red Lady, I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. This is special to me because it's an aspect of Hathor. So this would be like the shadow side of Hathor. Sekhmet is the shadow side of Hathor, which is also me. So I understand this very well, and I understand how this energy works with Kali. I was very sad to see that Hathor is not represented in this deck, though. That surprised me that Hathor wouldn't be represented, but Sekhmet is. There's definitely some major goddesses missing from this Divine Feminine deck. Some of them are there, and some of them are not. Many of them are not, but I guess that would be a very large deck, wouldn't it? So Kali, Sekhmet, and Brigid. Brigid is one of my guides, especially within the last year. She was with me very strongly from the end of the year, the end of 2021 through May. She was definitely with me in the springtime. Drink my tea. Today I'm going to make strawberry rhubarb crisp. I've been working a lot on food. It's busy being a mother goddess. It's very busy work. I'm sure other mothers understand. But it's important to take time out to do the things that we genuinely enjoy and bring us peace and relaxation, to help harness and bring in all of our blessings. This is the Wild Offering Oracle deck. The way that this deck came to me was very interesting for me. It randomly showed up on my phone. I wasn't looking for any decks at the time. But I took it as a sign. And so then I brought out a little pendulum and I asked, I said, Spirit, do you want me to buy this oracle deck? And I received a most emphatic yes. And I'm like, is this just an advertisement? Is this just the algorithm trying to get me to impulse buy? And I received a no. I'm like, are you sure you want me to buy this? And I got another strong yes. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do it. And it's been a good tool for me. I've enjoyed it very much. The Divine Feminine Oracle was something I intentionally bought for myself. I like Ganesha on the back of the card. I think it's beautiful. Challenges and doubts. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, Divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. Challenges. Do you guys hear the bells? It's fun when stuff like that happens. And doubt says, offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Isn't it very interesting how the two coincided together? They both speak of burdens. So, what are we feeling burdened by? What are we being challenged with? I'm going to read these each one more time to help it sink in. Unbearable situations throw you directly into God's arms if you are open. Please take over, Divine, and guide the right actions. Please take this burden and show me your will. And then doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. I think that's really beautiful. Now let's take a look. Oh, let me show you what the cards look like. Now let's see how that coincides with these goddesses here. Bridget, Goddess of the eternal flame, I am an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. I am pure strength, Sekhmet, the Red Lady. I am pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Kali, the Mother of the Universe. I release all that doesn't serve me. It is time to be the truth of who I am. For me, what this speaks to is that I'm in a profound stage of transformation. I feel challenged by my human limitations. I can only do so much in a day, and sometimes I don't have the energy for it. But it's okay to take a day to rest sometimes. And this striving just depletes you after a while. Sometimes you need to rest and just trust. Everything is working out in divine right order. I'm learning to not compartmentalize myself anymore like I used to adapt to what society requires of us. It's safe to be who we are now, even though it may not sound like it when you're on the internet going down those deep dark rabbit holes. There are no tea leaves in my cup. I need tea leaves. They're all in this pot. I was trying to get some to pour out into my cup so that I would have some to read, but that hasn't been working out for me. Here we go. Now we're getting something. This next cup will give me something to read. For sure. Excellent. This will be the first time that you'll get to witness the full process, my full process of enjoying the tea, my whole mental state, and then what comes out from it, like what I'm able to see from it. Thank you for letting me share this with you. Shout out to Zach. This is especially for you. May your dreams of becoming a mushroom shaman in Peru come true. May all your pent-up potential awesomeness be made kinetic. That's what I want for all of us. I want everybody to be free. It's quite a lot of leaves. As I was drinking this down, that Kate Bush song that's been stalking me, ever since Stranger Things used it, running up that hill is in my head. But the words I was hearing was, "Come on, baby, come on, darling, let's exchange the experience." Huh. I see a hot air balloon. It looks, but it seems to be untethered from the basket. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, I didn't complete it. I'm getting ahead of myself. There's a little ritual that you're supposed to do when you do a tea leaf reading. So let me show you. You want the handle to face you, and then you rotate it 3 times clockwise. I'm not going to scrape it too much. This is a 1, 2, 3. Okay. It's dripping. But do you see? It kind of looks like a hot air balloon to me. But let me see what else I can see. That's the first thing that came to mind was a hot air balloon. Hot. Oh. Don't think less of me for finding this story funny or for laughing at it. It's not funny, it's tragic. But the hot air balloon reminds me of a story. When I was working at Lazy Boy, I was sitting in the break room and somebody at work was showing me the story on their phone about how like 19 people died in a tragic hot air balloon accident, and it was because they were all in this hot air balloon, and the hot air balloon went right into some power lines, and they all fried to death and died. And at the time, I found that hilarious because I'm just like, bunch of dumbass idiots. Like, what are you guys doing in a hot air balloon? 19 of you all in one hot air balloon near power lines. Not a good idea. It made me laugh a lot, and the person, the person that was telling me the story was shocked by my reaction. I was kind of cold about it, but it's just kind of a dumb way to die, I guess. But that's what this just reminded me of. So I don't know what that means, because I've been getting in my tarot deck, I've been getting messages about deaths. How there will be many deaths. And I don't know what from or what's going to happen or what, but that I would be needed for my strength. I don't know what that means. And for me to be reminded of that right now, what is all this debris around the balloon? Let me just explore into this a little further. See if I see anything else. What else could the hot air balloon mean? It's like going with the flow, wherever the wind carries you. But of course, when you're going with the flow, you're not the sailor of your own ship. You're really, truly you're not in control. Those people who died, who got in that balloon and died, it's a symbol. They were not in control. There's like, it's like you make a choice. You make a choice to do something where you will not have control. You're making a choice to do something where you don't have, after you make that choice, you're no longer in control of your own destiny. And whatever's going to happen is going to happen and you can't stop it. That's what I'm getting from this. And all of this debris surrounding the balloon are like all of the things coming against you that you can't stop. That you can't avoid. I don't know how I feel about this. I normally get like really happy. I've never had a reading like this before. Okay, so if you're drifting with the flow, you're going with the flow of life, of society, of whatever it is, and it doesn't feel good to you. If it doesn't feel good to you, where do you have a choice to make a change? Where can you do something different? Where can you shake it up? How can you be in your own flow instead of somebody else's flow, something else's flow? Because that's the big I want to say this right. That's the true revolutionary act. It's being at peace in your own flow, not the flow of society, not the flow of everything and everyone else. It's being in your own flow and what that means and feels like for you. Because that is how individually we disengage and withdraw our participation from the matrix. The lack matrix. There's no wrong way. You know your own way. There are some people that we could have in our lives or near to us, or maybe people we don't even know, but maybe we know people who know people that will be in this situation, and they will need someone to be a pillar of strength for them, someone with a compassionate heart for them. Because there's going to be people